All right, what's going
What's
on,
happening?
everybody? Welcome in to the Podcast Boys Network. I guess I'm the newest member here,
You
as
are.
they just added me, but excited to be doing this. Think I see a lot of great things going with this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, so today we got you guys a NFC North mock draft. Um, I guess we can go through our just let everybody know where they can find us first. So I'll be on YouTube and Twitter. You can find me there, both at American Football Network, and then I guess we'll go down to Med. He's right below me.
All right. And my name is Med. I do the shots from the sidelines. I'm the host of that and also a co host of Blitz Hits the Fan with Isaac, that's also in this stream right now. And also, I would like to say thank you, Link, for actually joining up with us and Podcast Boys.
For sure, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Now, I'm Isaac. I'm the host of Fun Football Podcast, the co-host of Blitz It's the Fan, and the co-founder with Med here of Podcast Boys Network. We both decided to start this thing up, and we've got Lincoln and Janae joining. But thanks, Lincoln, for joining, man. And I'm excited about this mock draft stuff. This is gonna be like I had a blast with you the other day. That was a lot of fun. If people haven't seen it, we did a full first round mock, and today we're gonna do the NFC North, which is gonna be a
For
lot of
sure,
fun.
for sure, gonna be a lot of fun. So Med's doing the Bears, Isaac's doing
Mhm.
the Packers, I'm doing the Lions, and we're all just gonna rotate on the Vikings picks because nobody likes them anyways.
Very true.
So
I'm gonna take some fun players for them. I'm just kidding. No, I'll be like a good GM. I can
we'll
do it.
all just pick a kicker every time.
Kicker, punter.
The straight kickers.
Let's take
Oh, it'll
like
be just
five
like Bill
centers.
Belichick.
Let's do that.
We'll be drafting like Bill Belichick, just offensive linemen and specialty players.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
All right.
so Med's up first with the first pick. What you want to do with this one?
So what I would actually do if I was Ryan Poles is I already know that Washington will probably go for a passer or New England. I'm not trading past Arizona because they probably want to get what I want, which is Marvin Harrison Jr. So to be safe, I'm going to give Washington a little bit more misery, reenact the whole RG3 trade, and trade with Washington. They can have Caleb. This is just saying if Ryan Pauls actually does keep Justin Fields. I'm going to put that out there as well.
So you're wanting to trade to Washington.
Washington.
All right. Let's go. So you're trading the first overall pick. What you want in return? I would assume the second.
Third.
Yep, the second. And if it'll give me like the late second pick, and I know that it'll be other first round picks, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, just not in this one. So you good with that right there?
I'm good with that.
All right. So we'll see. So you know with these simulators, sometimes you may end up with Caleb Williams available at 2.
I'll be like, what?
Yep, there you go.
Heck yeah.
Did they?
Nice. You
Okay,
should have
yeah,
had
no,
them throw in like three of their best players too, or something. I'm just kidding. I'm just
yeah, I probably should have. But
kidding.
I'm just gonna
No, we're good.
say, man, Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison.
Dude, this is tough.
Well,
What would
I
you
know
actually do if you were GM?
I would actually go with Marvin Harrison, to be honest. Just give me Marvin Harrison. And I mean, we need another guy out on the other side, DJ Moore.
And you're back up with the 9th pick, and it looks like you can still get Caleb Williams.
How am I getting Caleb
Wait,
Williams?
time out. So does it? I'm at. This is my question. 'Cause I've never done this thing.
Mhm.
Does it take the players like Caleb didn't get drafted? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
he didn't get. Sometimes they just decide to
What?
act crazy and they just like
So it's
don't
like an
pick
auto
the obvious
draft, and
choice.
they
Yeah,
passed up on Caleb. Oh my
So
gosh, Ned.
I'm going to take Caleb at this point, but I was actually hoping that Dallas Turner would fall down and I was going to scoop him up, but that didn't happen. Give me Caleb.
yeah. Tell
That
me
sounds
in
good.
what world the Falcons take Dallas Turner at 8 with Caleb Williams still on the board?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with Desmond Ritter throwing balls
Yeah,
into the ground.
Okay, so I can't see it great. I'm looking at it, and I know I look terrible because I'm staring at it. So I'm up here at 11 for Minnesota, right?
that's right. Just let me know if I need to click on any positions or just read you off some names of
Okay, I'm
who's
gonna
up.
read some names. Neighbors is gone, right?
Neighbors, he's got to be. Yeah, he's gone.
Okay, hold on. Got some other guys. Is Joe Alt gone?
Joe Alt, he's gone.
It's okay. It's okay. Dante's gone. Yeah, I saw him receiver. You're good. What about
Yeah,
Fashanu? He's gone, right? Offensive
Fashanu
tackle.
just went. Yeah, he just
Dang
went.
it. Marvin
The
Harrison's
top,
gone.
the top
Quarterback.
four
Can you go to
guys,
quarterback?
nobody's left but McCarthy. That's
Not
considered
taking.
first round. No.
No.
Here's the
Let's see.
problem. Here's the problem.
The top four available guys for you is Latu, the edge from UCLA, Jared Verse, edge from Florida State, Terrion Arnold, cornerback from Alabama, and Talise Fuego, offensive tackle from Oregon State.
Not bad options, to be honest.
No, they're not. But I'm worried that the Vikings will reach for a quarterback here. So I'm going to do what I think they're going to do instead of what I. So if it was me, I take Latu.
Gotcha.
But I think they're going to go Bo Nix. So I'm going to go and take Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, all right.
I think they're going to go quarterback, and it's either going to be him or McCarthy. I don't think. Hold on a second, really quick.
You could trade him.
Penix is a bit. Yeah, I could trade actually. Penix is available, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
he
going
is
to
at
take him there.
36.
I don't know if they're going to go McCarthy or Bo Nix here. I'd go Bo
See,
Nix.
personally, what I was going to do if you didn't take a quarterback here was trade up from that 42 point and get Spencer Rattler early second round.
So I could trade right now, huh?
Yeah, you can trade 11 or pick Latu.
Let's trade because I think they can get their quarterback and
Okay.
they can get some depth, which they need. They're in trouble. So I
So
think the smart thing to do here is trade because I think that either one of those guys will be available. Let's go to pick, so I can pick whatever pick I want to trade to. Is that how this works?
Yeah. You pick who you want to trade with.
Let's trade with the. Let's trade with the Seahawks at 16.
Seahawks at 16. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually is a somewhat reasonable trade, especially with Latu still on the board right there. I could see Seattle
No,
trading
he's
up
a
for an edge
great
rusher.
pick. He's a great pick. But if somebody offered them a haul here, I could totally see them moving down and still taking a quarterback at
Would
16.
you
Oh,
are
yeah.
you getting picks in the future, or are you doing like a 3 or something like that for right now?
Say 3 is good.
81 or 78.
Let's go 78. They'd probably ask
78.
for the 3 and like a 7, at least a late, if we were being realistic. So we'll go 78. Yeah, that actually sounds about right. To move up 5 spots in the first, they probably have to go.
Now it won't let me click off of them once I select one.
No
I
worries.
don't think are they saying? Yeah, they're saying you're giving too much for them to move up right there. Guess maybe we can get a 6th out of it. No.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just gonna have
5
to take
spots in the first is a lot.
There you go.
We're gonna have to take every pick they got.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, cool. So I'm going to be up at 16, right?
That's right.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm curious what's going to happen here. Oh, I got some
All
trade
right.
offers. So those quarterbacks are they both still available?
The quarterbacks?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me all again really quick so I can see?
We got McCarthy, Nix, and Penix at QB.
Okay.
For your top 4 still
Ooh,
available is
Arnold's
Terry and
available.
Arnold,
Yeah.
Talise
I was gonna say I
Fuego,
like Arnold.
Cooper DeJean, and Jazar Newton.
Oh man, do I take a quarterback for them there? That's tough. I really
They
like
do.
Arnold. I like DeJean too. They need. You know what?
Risky
All
for
right,
the
now
biscuit.
I'm going to do it because I could trade down again, but I don't think they're going to be that ballsy. I'm going to go ahead and take the quarterback. I'm going to go next.
Go
Oh,
Bo Nix.
Nix.
Yeah.
All right. So Nix
I
is
almost
off
went
the
McCarthy.
board.
That was tough.
And you're back up at 25 here, and I think I know who you're going with the
Oh, that's
Packers.
easy. DeJean. Done.
Yep. As soon
Sold.
as I saw him
And
up there, I
he's
knew
going to
exactly
be,
where you
if
were
we
going.
get him at 25, he should be going in the top 15. That would be amazing. I'd love that.
Oh, yeah,
Man,
for
Penix has
sure.
fallen so far. Not sure how McCarthy is rated higher than Nix. I agree with Seth.
Oh, and Seth is also the co-host of Shots from the Sidelines. Hey Seth, how you doing, brother?
And my students watching too. Hey Shay, I'm just gonna
Awesome.
comment up really quick. Thanks for watching. We're doing a mock draft, totally different. I couldn't go
So
Penix. I was torn between McCarthy and Nix there. So okay,
Yeah.
wait. So sorry, I totally spaced. So I took DeJean
that's
for the
right for the
Packers. I took
Packers.
Nix for the Minnesota.
That's actually
Ned
worked
took
really well.
Marvin Harrison
Harrison.
Jr.
And then
and
Caleb Williams, which will
and
never happen.
no way. Yeah, and that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it so far.
Okay.
And I'm up now with the Lions here, and they could use an interior defensive lineman like Byron
Mhm.
Murphy. And I want to go receiver here with Keon Coleman because he's just going to be such a threat in the NFL. He's just such an elite
Huge.
receiver, can get off of his man. He's just a beast. And part of me wonders, did they go receiver here? Because that's what really, I mean, those two drops from Josh Reynolds that in that game against San Francisco,
Mhm.
that showed right there that they really needed a that they really needed a number two receiver to pair up with Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I feel like
Jameson
there's
was hurt
more.
in that game too. His
Yeah,
injury
he
killed him.
was.
That
He
killed him.
was. And he just still hasn't emerged as a number two receiver. I see more depth going on later in the rounds with Keon Coleman at wide receiver. I see more depth at that
I
position.
agree with that.
So I'm going to go Byron Murphy here at D line. I feel like he's an elite guy that can, really cause some problems for opposing offensive lines, and you're not going to get that later in the draft. So pick number 40 here. You want to take this offer?
Just
What
me?
else I have?
No, this
There's
is
an
theirs.
offer.
I like the Saints offer. Keep going. Let me see.
We won't
Ooh.
do that
really
one. They're
cause some
all
problems
next
for
year.
opposing offensive lines, and you're not going to get that.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I saw
You
live
cheating?
and I was like, does it actually work if I click it? It worked.
Click that. Go. Let me see what other ones I got. Because right now the Saints one is the one I'm looking at.
There's one
Mm.
for the Cowboys. Chargers.
Because when I see round one, I would drool for that, but for just the sake of this podcast, we'll go with that one. I'll trade down, get a couple more picks.
For the Saints?
Yep.
All right. So there we go. You took the trade on that one.
Mhm.
Saints got Polk, wide receiver from Washington. All right. Do you want to make any trades here with the Packers or just go straight forward with 41? Those are your two
I want to see.
offers.
I want to see all the guys that are available really quick,
Okay.
and then I may. Okay, so 41. Well, I'm not taking JJ McCarthy. Look who fell. They're not
Or
liking the
Pitt.
quarterbacks in this draft. All right, what do we got? So we
It's very
got
top
Um,
heavy.
they got that receiver. Go back up really quick. Ooh, Kinchins. I'm gonna go and take him.
take him as safety.
Yep.
All right. So
It's funny
secondary
because
number two for you.
he looks awesome.
So I'm not gonna take anybody or any trades here with the Vikings. What I'm gonna do for them,
Hold
let
on
me
a
view
second,
the
really
edge
quick.
rushers real quick.
What
Go
was the
ahead.
receiver you took for the Lions?
For the Lions, I took Byron Murphy, D lineman from Texas.
Which is a
Oh, that's
smart
right.
move.
Okay.
And then here for the Vikings, a guy who I think is gonna jump up into the first round, who I think can get a lot of separation. And just be a big threat for you down the field, really emerge this year. I'm going Xavier Legette, wide receiver from South Carolina. I like Lad McConkey. I think he's got a lot of good traits, but I feel like just the body type that Legette has, he's got everything that a coach wants. He's got everything that you can't coach, and he's got a lot of the stuff that you can coach as well. Just a very good football player at wide receiver and a guy who really emerged for the Gamecocks this year as an elite target.
All right, so I ain't gonna go any trades, even though
Okay.
that right there is a juicy berry.
Yeah, it
But
is.
so the
I
Bears
mean, you've
they need
added
another edge. Huh?
yeah, you've added 4 picks so far.
Yeah, I know. When I did the Chicago Bears one, I ended up with like 15. But I mean, I got 2 generational players already, so I'm going to be looking at edge right now.
That edge rusher. All right.
Yep. And okay, let me look at the defensive line. Okay, Tre'Davious Sweat, big
Nice.
run stuffing, running back. Bears had an issue with the stop and run. That's who I want.
For sure.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
great
Good
pick
pick.
there.
Ooh, I got a
Alright,
trade
so
offer.
you're
I'm going to decline.
alright.
But it's the Panthers.
He didn't even know McConkey declared, thought he had one more year. And Seth said the Lions' last draft last year was ridiculous. How can they replicate that? He's so true. He's so right. That just saved that made the Lions this year. Okay, so Packers, I'm up, right? So I took a corner. Ooh, I got an A+
Yes.
grade. Yeah, in an A. All right, let me see. So I'm starting to get to players. I'm just going to be open here that I've not gotten to scout yet, but I know positions I want. Can I see running back?
I got you.
Interesting. I don't know if Brooks is going to be available in the third.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As
Can
I
I
look at
pull
these
a
running back
scouting report
rankings,
on a guy that I've heard a little bit about? I need a scouting report here from Matt or from Lincoln. Give me the rundown on Brooks really quick.
Brooks is
personally, I have Brooks. Go ahead.
You go first, and then I'll go
Alright.
after you.
I was
I
gonna
won't
say
do this too
personally,
often. Sorry, guys. I'm just yeah.
Personally, I have Brooks as my number one running back coming into the draft, although I don't know if he'll be the first one taken because he tore his ACL later in the year. So he's probably going to miss, he's probably not going to be available till midsummer. So he's going to miss a lot of the rookie stuff that's really going to help him first year. So I don't think that some of these teams that need a running back immediately to come in and play are going to be looking at a guy like Brooks. I think they'd be going for a guy more like Benson or Corum. But I think for a team like the Packers, who would bring him in as kind of the second or third option, and potentially the replacement for Aaron Jones after 2025, because I highly doubt he gets another contract. That would be kind of more the situation I would see him go into. I think it favors him a little bit more to
Especially
go
if the
to something like
Packers,
that.
especially if they go sign like a Derrick Henry, they get bold, which I could see maybe,
Yeah.
or they signed. The thing I like with Henry is I feel like he even at his age he'd pair well with Aaron Jones if they could get him on the right salary. But I just don't think that last part's going to happen. And
No,
that's
he'll
when
be
I would
too
love to
expensive.
draft a guy like this to come up behind both of them. I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna let Dylan go and they're gonna sign somebody cheap or just pick two running backs.
And me personally, I have to agree with Link on this. Jonathan Brooks to me was the number one running back until he got his ACL torn a little bit. In this draft right now, I'm not a big Benson person or Corum. My actual favorite pick as far as running back go is Estime from Notre Dame.
I'm gonna go Brooks.
I would too.
Yeah. And then you mentioned Estime. Braylon Allen's another guy I just love.
I've
Just
heard
a
about Braylon Allen, and I
just a
think that
huge
knowing the
guy.
Packers, instead of them spending money, I would love Henry. See, here's the thing: I would get aggressive and go get a free agent, which I think they will, but it'll be on defense. I don't think they'll be
Mhm.
bold and sign a T. Higgins, which I would love, and strengthen the receiving core more, or sign a Derrick Henry or another running back like Saquon. I think they'll draft two running backs. So I'm going to bet that they're going to look at Braylon Allen even if they were bold enough to pick Brooks, because they got to replace AJ Dillon and they're going to be soon replacing Aaron Jones. Sorry, Packers tangent, but yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that they'll have to lean there and do some with that pretty soon. But back up with the Lions here. I like Kalen Carson, but the problem I have with him as a Clemson fan, I've seen it a lot. He doesn't like to tackle. He doesn't like to hit people, and I feel like in the NFL, you can't play that way. You got to be
Right.
physical and go after people. I had the chance to go down and catch an Auburn Arkansas game last year. Um, and saw some DJ James in there for the Tigers, and I love DJ James. I think he's a tough physical guy. He can play a lot of man coverage, a lot of zone coverage. So that would be the pick I go with here for the Lions. I feel like he can
Okay.
fit in pretty much any scheme they want to run with him with. And I just feel like that's a good pickup to go across
So I'm going to
as
go
their as
a
their
pick recap
CB2.
really quick. So you took Murphy in the first round for the Lions. You
That's
took
right.
James. For the
That's
Packers,
right.
I got DeJean Kinchins and then Brooks running back. Minnesota, we've got Nix and Leggett, and that's it so far.
Yep.
And for the Bears, I've got Marvin Harrison Jr., Caleb Williams, and Sweat. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. That's right.
All right, cool. Just checking.
All right. And so looks like I'm back up on the board again. I
Is this
like
for
Adesai Isaac, but
this
I don't.
Detroit or Minnesota?
This
This is
is
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Okay.
I like him, but I just don't see him. I don't see him going this high. I'll go with Cedric Van Pran here for Detroit. I think that he's a guy who can play both center and guard, and I think that the Lions could use some help at those positions. I feel like he's a solid guy. The guy that I really wanted, and I think he went before my last pick too, was Frazier from West Virginia. I think he's probably the second best guard slash center guy behind Jackson Powers Johnson in the draft.
All right. So for the sake of your draft, for this, that right there, I mean, why wouldn't I take that?
Oh
But
yeah.
for a third round pick, sure. Reject that, I guess. Yeah, go ahead and just thumb on do it, and I'll see if I see something I like. Ooh.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, because the other two ain't really realistic. Give me the Falcons. I'll trade down a little bit because I want. Well, no, actually, just reject it all. I'll just reject them
Reject all of them. All right.
Yep. So, two things the Bears need. They need interior offensive linemen. They also might need a cornerback if Jalen Johnson is not re-signed. I mean, he wants that money. So what I'm going to do is let me look at the interior offensive lineman real quick, please.
All right. There you go.
All right, scroll down for me. Ooh, Zender. Zender's pretty good. All right, so I'm going to hold off on this because there was one person that really stood out to me during the title game and also in the Alabama game. Go to cornerback, please.
Cornerback. There you
Go
go.
down to Michigan. Mike Sandstriel. I want him.
Good pick.
Thank you.
And you're back
hold
up
on.
with the Vikings now.
Dang
Well, I'm
it.
doing
What was the
Vikings
name
this
on that Chicago pick?
Mike Sandstriel. Sainstril. All
Okay.
right.
I'm doing my best.
All right. So
It went so quick I didn't even see it. It's okay.
So the Minnesota Vikings, they're going to need cornerback help too. They're going to need help on defense. They're going to be losing a lot. Let me see what the linebackers are real quick, please.
Linebackers. There we go. Oh,
All
how is he
right.
still on the board?
That's actually what I was wondering too. I will take some Peyton Wilson. He'll solidify the run defense. I mean, they need pass defense too, but I mean, you can't really. I mean, ever since Kendricks left the Minnesota Vikings, they've kind of had a hole at a linebacker.
And Wilson can get after it in coverage as well. So, Isaac, I think we're back to you here with Minnesota's pick.
Okay, so they took Wilson. Okay. And this is third round, right? What
That's
pick is
right.
this? Where are we at? What position?
We're at 81.
81. Okay, Minnesota. Ooh. Tight end. They don't need a tight end. Can I see the top available really quick? Oh, they do need a running back. I'm going to go Blake Corum.
Blake Corum. Good pick.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Quick one for you.
Yeah, just
Honestly,
right down the road.
there's so many positions of need for them. They need offensive linemen, but I think they would take Blake Corum a second. I'm going to decline these trades because I think I want to see what's available. We'll look in a second. Okay. Is Braylon Allen available?
And Estime.
I'm going to go Allen.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
On running backs.
I seriously, if the Packers don't sign a running back, they're going to take 2 in the first 4 rounds. I would put money on this. It's going to happen. There's no way because they've got to replace. To me, unless they re-sign Dylan, that's what they're doing, and I wouldn't do that.
You wanna go 3 in a row with Estime here?
Man, I'm tempted, dude. That's so tempting. Can I see all? What we got?
Yeah, there we go.
Actually, let me see. I'm just going to be bold here. Let me see receiver really quick.
Ooh.
Wide receiver.
There's actually a receiver I think that's still right there, and I see him right from the get go.
Ooh, dude, I like that kid. I've heard of him. You know what? This is my draft. I'm the Packers GM, and I'm going to take Ricky Pearsall. Let's do it.
I like that one. There's another one I see a little bit farther down.
Yeah. There's a couple.
I like him. I'm gonna actually take him right here with Detroit.
That's a squad, man. I like these mocks. All right.
I'm going Jacob Cowing, wide receiver from Arizona. Dude's got some wheels, and he's a big body guy. he turns 50-50 balls into 95-5 balls. Like
Wait.
they're just his. He goes up and get them.
What was the last name?
Cowing.
Okay, gotcha. I know who it is.
I'm actually
Okay.
surprised Jermaine Burton is still there.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
who's
almost
up?
did
Is it
that,
me
but
with Minnesota?
Yeah. It's your turn.
All right.
And
Let's see if they've got.
this reminds me of fantasy football. That's why I like it.
All right, so I don't think Javon Solomon's still available from Troy, so I'm gonna go Muhammad Kamara. A lot of people probably hadn't heard of him, but if you stayed up for that Colorado State Colorado game, he was the guy that
just
was
line them up.
he was just destroying that offensive line. He's a beast. He comes from Colorado State, so he's not a huge name. A lot of people aren't real aware of him, but he's gonna be a monster.
All right, cool. Let me see what else I got as far as trade offers. Just thumb through them real quick. Nope. Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that's the last
No.
one.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, never mind.
Okay.
All right,
Jermaine
so-
Burton is still there because of his temper, Seth says.
Yeah, Seth does not like Jermaine Burton at all.
Not a
All right,
fan,
so
huh?
no, he's not. So Zinter, I mean, I don't know much about Christian Hayes. I know that Zinter played very well in the playoffs and was a very big reason why they were able to run the ball as well as they did in the middle. Give me Zinter. I need an interior offensive lineman.
And this
Good
is for the
pick. I think
Bears.
the only thing Haynes has on center is just his versatility at both guard and
Mhm.
center.
Okay.
All right. So Vikings back up. So Med, back to you. You want any trades with them?
No, because we need edge.
All right.
And because Daniel Hunter might be gone after this
Yep.
season.
They need
so I'm
offensive line
thinking-
help bad. They've got a lot of needs, unfortunately.
Edge, please.
Edge for you. There you
Yep.
go. And I
Ooh.
did
All
take Kamara at edge last pick too.
You did?
What number is
Okay,
this?
so
118?
I'll go. Let me look at cornerback, see what's over there.
Cornerback.
Is Simpson
There you
available?
go.
Nope, he's not. Hayden is, though.
Yeah, I was going to say I like Hayden. Give me Hayden.
All right. Good pick there from the Vols. All right. Back to you
I know
again here with the
Seth-
Bears.
Matt, another
Seth is-
pick. Look at that.
Yeah, man. Just killing it.
You're going to have like
You
a
know
million of them.
I'm on trade with San Francisco because it's only a two place drop.
All
And
right.
I get 2 more picks. Now I want to reject that. Reject them all because I want to be able to actually do this with you. All right. So what do I have so far? I got a receiver, defensive lineman. Let me check out receivers one more time. Scroll down, please. Actually, I know what I want. Good running back, please.
Running back.
Yes, sir.
Remind me to
Ray
change
Davis.
my destinations later. I'm going to add something.
Good. Yeah. Good
Ray
pick.
Davis.
Ray Davis is a dog.
Yeah, dude. He was the
All
only
right,
reason why
Isaac, you want any
Kentucky was able to
trades?
do what they did.
You got Davis in? No.
Oh, for sure.
You got Davis? Okay. I may have missed a Lions pick later on, but we'll recap later. Okay. No, I'm not going to do any. Can I see linebacker?
Linebacker.
Ooh, wait. There's another running back. Ooh, I should just do it. I'm just kidding. I can't do it. Linebacker, Gray is available. He's okay.
That's solid.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go. Can I see overall really quick?
Yeah,
Like
I got
all
you.
the players? Go to all.
Ooh.
They do need a defensive line. Can you guys give me a really quick? I know we're trying to keep this shorter. Quick scouting report on that top kid from Clemson.
Man, I love Rook. Great guy. He's.
So
I'll
if
start.
you had a pick here, would you go
he's-
him or Gray?
If I was personally picking, I would probably go Blake Fisher, but I would love to get Rook up there in Green Bay. I think he's a guy who kind of fits the same play style as Kenny Clark.
While I like, they do need depth on the defensive line, and there's positions I want. The defensive line to me is a bigger need. I'm gonna go Rook.
Okay. Yeah, good pick there. Love that guy. He's an awesome dude. Hung out with him a few times at some basketball games. So
Really?
Yeah, just a great guy. So I think let's see here. One, two,
Pretty cool.
three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure pick with the Vikings here.
What round are we in now? 5?
Round 4.
Okay.
Yep, round 4.
So with the over here in the team needs, the ones that are highlighted, is that what I need?
That's what's been picked.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if it's highlighted, that means you've already picked a player at that position.
What pick number is this? 120 what?
129.
Ooh, let's see a guard available that they could use. I think he's available.
Who are you looking for?
Oh, on mock draft I'm looking at, I see Isaiah Adams from guard from Illinois. They just need offensive line help so bad. Their offensive line is terrible. He's not one of the top picks here though, which is interesting.
You said Isaiah Adams. There he is. They
Yeah.
got him.
There's some
They got him
there's
as
some
the
guys
4th best.
there's some guys above him though. Interesting.
I have seen Glaze. Glaze is a pretty solid blocker.
In both the run and the pass.
Exactly. And
You
I'm
gonna
a
go him?
former lineman, so you go.
You gonna go with Glaze?
I mean, go with your gut. You said you wanted Isaiah Adams.
Oh, is this me or is this Med's pick?
Yeah, it's you. This is
Oh,
you.
dude, I'm so sorry. This whole time I thought it was Med's pick. Yeah, no, I'll go Glaze. I thought it was Med's pick this whole time. My bad.
No,
Okay.
you're
I missed
good.
that. Yeah,
Nah,
we've done
it's
a lot
Med's
of shows recently. Good,
All right, cool. So I'm not even going to look at that. Any of the
that
trades.
pick would have happened a minute earlier. I'm sorry.
Let me look at
No,
Edge.
you're good.
Ooh, no, don't even worry about Edge. Give me Tyreek Smith from Georgia. Tyke Smith.
Good pick there.
Georgia.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think that
Chicago, right? Yeah, Smith.
Yep.
we'll see if Chicago ends up re-signing Eddie Jackson because he's gonna want a lot of money.
Yes, he is. I'm not even worried about this one
Also,
either.
Lincoln, I appreciate you and your YouTube saying Caleb Williams didn't get pick number 1
Oh
in your
yeah.
title. I was like,
Yeah.
thanks, dude.
Had to get it out there. Gets more clicks, you know.
It's true.
It's not even clickbait. Not even clickbait.
It's not even clickbait because it really happened.
I know.
I'm going to go Edge because I want to see if my boy from Washington is there.
Who are you looking at?
Fatui?
Oh, what's his name? Fatui. Taking him?
That's who you going
He actually
with?
would have had a better season if he didn't injure his back. A little injury thing with him, but he would be the guy that I would actually go for.
For sure. That's who you're going with.
Yeah, I'm going with him. I mean, Caesar's
Gotcha.
there, but
Look at the 5 people hanging with us. 4 of them are real. One of them's me. 5 people hanging with us on no notice. I like it. Thank you all.
Seth, you still there?
I don't know if my student's still there. Who was the other one? I don't even think I'm actually one of them right now. I think there's actually 4. Well, yeah, there's 4 other people with that.
I think it's
Eventually, I want to see that with some zeros. 40, 400 in the future. There's a Lions podcast I clicked on right before we started this. They had 350 people live.
All right, so here with Minnesota, they hadn't hit D-line yet. This guy completely wrecked Clemson week 1. I saw a lot of him up the middle. Dwayne Carter, he's a beast from Duke. Elko really developed him in his time with the Blue Devils. Like him, great kid, just a good talent. And he's gonna, he's one of those guys. You'll pick him up and you feel good about the pickup, but the fans aren't going to see it year 1. It'll take him a year, maybe 2, to develop. But once he gets developed and really fit into the NFL scheme, he's going to be a monster.
I agree with that.
All right, so I think it's to you now, Med.
Okay, I'm going to go with Justin.
There we go, right there.
Finally got my defensive lineman.
I'll trade all my 7th. I'm going to trade all my 7th round picks for a future 6th. I'm just kidding.
You'll probably get a first.
There you go. The way this thing is.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm up with the Lions.
160 is that the pick we're at now?
162. And I'm going with the guy who I absolutely love. I loved him last year. He ended up not
Mhm.
declaring. I said, all right, I'll save him for next year. Kenny Logan Jr., what a beast this guy is. This site can give me a C plus all they want for that pick, but they've got it wrong. Um, Kenny Logan Jr., he's just a beast. He's going to come in year one. He's going to make some mistakes because he's a rookie, but he's also going to make a lot of plays that just leave fans speechless like, dang, we just got ourselves an elite safety. And I
Yeah.
feel like that could really help this Lions team. And the fact that he's still here in the fifth round is crazy. I think he
Yeah, they
goes
need some. They
right
need some
fourth
fines on defense. The Lions do.
for sure. All right, so now back to you, Isaac, here with Minnesota.
What pick number are we at here? One
164.
So that's like
164. Can you
600.
just go to overall really quick? What we got?
Yeah, let me scroll down for
Ooh, a
you.
nice Smith. Okay. They do need defensive. That's interesting. Ooh, there's a tackle available, and they need help on the offensive line. While I like receiver, they're set at receiver in my opinion.
I'd be
I'm
nervous
looking,
about Rosengarten.
huh?
I'd be nervous about Rosengarten because he was the one that
No,
constantly got
I was looking at the Pitt guy. I think I'm gonna take
Yeah.
him.
Okay, Goncalves, yeah, good pick there. Solid. Really about the only bright spot Pitt had on offense all year.
Yeah, I'd actually heard of him. That's why I was like, you know what, someone I've heard of in the 6th round. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Or late 5th round, wherever we're at. We're in 6th round, right?
Still fifth,
Fifth,
167.
67. Packers. Okay, let's see. Edge. Ooh, that's interesting. What's your guys' take on that top kid?
I haven't really seen much on Caesar. I do know that he has a good first move and a good rip move. He's really good on, but I think size is a concern with him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I just read something on him the other day because I kept seeing him pop up in the mock drafts and read something on him, and yeah, I heard basically the same things that good movement, fast off the edge, but that is his size may be a little bit of a concern against some of these bigger NFL offensive linemen since he was playing in the group of five. They
Mhm.
got some smaller guys down there.
Okay, let's keep going, but I might look at him. What else we got? We got a tackle. We got a safety. What's your take on that kid?
Hard hitter.
Yeah,
That's
very
something we
hard
need.
hitter.
That's
He's
something we
not
need.
he's not someone that you would want in your pass coverage because he got burned a few times, but he's an extremely hard hitter. Like he puts a lick on you.
We got another
He is
corner. I've heard of
he's like
this
the
corner.
perfect run stopping
Mhm.
safety, run support
I
safety.
mean,
He's
we
Just
like
do need that, but we
Savage.
really need someone who can start. But we're in the 5th round. I will go. Interest. Ooh,
There's another running
Isaiah
back.
Adams still there. Yeah, another running back.
yeah. We'll take a third running back. Let's do it. I've heard of that corner. This is tough.
Yeah.
Okay, just for time purposes, I'll just take a risk on that edge on the top. Caesar.
Caesar.
I'll go Caesar.
All right.
You just drafted Jamal Reynolds all over again. X. Jamal, I don't know if you remember Jamal Reynolds, but he was someone that they drafted from Florida State way back in the day, the Packers. And like as soon as I saw him, I was like, this guy is not going to do it. You just need to look him up. I think he was drafted 2002.
Well, I didn't realize it was that big of a bust. Dang it! Y'all weren't that high on him. I almost went with the safety, but I just was picking position here at this
All
stage
right.
in the draft. You're just hoping to get a find.
All right. So tackle, don't really need that. Let me look at linebacker real quick.
Linebacker.
Give me Curtis Jacobs because I'm
Curtis
kind of.
Jacobs.
Oh, wait.
Like,
Trevin
wait.
Wallace. No, I'll go with Curtis Jacobs.
Curtis Jacobs. Got you. Good pick there. He was the dog for that Penn State defense this year.
Mhm.
And Minnesota, am I back up for them? I think so. Three.
Yeah, I took I took the last one.
Yep.
Whoever's up
Yep.
next.
Goncalves. Yep. And
6th
I
round
saw a
here.
guy that I love at linebacker, and oh, now he's gone. Where did he go?
What number are we at?
Right there. Yep, to the Chiefs, Trevin Knight from UTEP. Dude's a
What are we
beast.
at? What are we at? 170 something.
178. Yep.
Yeah.
So here with Minnesota, no QB is really worth taking. They really
You
need
don't
help
want
on that.
the other Tulovovolga? Turn the ball over? Ooh, Xavier
they
Thomas.
they need some more help on that defensive line, and I'm going Xavier Thomas. This is a guy
Mhm.
from Clemson. It was hard to watch his career because he was just constantly injured. But a guy that, if he was healthy, he would not be in this draft class. He'd have been gone 2 years ago, and he
Yep.
would have gone in the first 3 rounds. He's just a beast of a talent. He's kind of like, he's kind of like Penix, where Penix is a first round talent QB, but when you look at the medicals with him, you can't take him in the first round. Kind of the same
Mhm.
thing here with Xavier Thomas. It's just too risky of a move. But at this late in the draft, in the 6th round, definitely go with him. As Med, you're up now with the Vikings.
All right. Let me look at what they got. What did we draw? Okay, so we already got a tackle for them. That's what I'm looking over here.
Yes. No
And we have a
counts.
running back already too, right?
Corum.
Okay, Blake
Yes.
Corum, yeah. All right. We're gonna rebuild that offensive line a little bit more because games are won in the trenches. Give me light me up.
Good pick there. Solid depth piece. Guy and potentially start later on. You want to
Yep.
look at any of these?
Well, if someone wants to trade me their first round pick for a 6th round, hell yeah. But
Not just their
nah.
first. They want first, second, fourth, and fifth next year for your
Mm.
6th round pick. They must really like somebody up here for you.
Man, they must be loving it. I don't know much about Isaiah Davis, but for him to be down that far, can you scroll down a little bit more? Because now we're picking for death. You know
Yeah.
what? I haven't got a tackle yet. Let me see what's on tackles real quick, please.
For the tackles, there we go.
They will all be there in the next round. So I'll go back to all. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance on a kid that not many people know about, but I heard about, Isaiah Davis. Actually,
Yeah,
Jalen Wright.
I've heard about him. Still haven't.
It's all
Jalen
good.
Wright. All right, we'll just pretend you picked Jalen Wright. We'll just pretend you picked him.
I'm kind of wondering
So
what
yeah,
my.
Isaac,
Go ahead.
write down Jalen Wright on there. That way, we'll remember whenever we give a recap.
I missed some picks. I'm gonna need y'all's list, but they're on there, so we're good.
It'll show us at the end. We'll get to go through the teams and recap
Yeah.
them. All right, so you're up now, Isaac, with the Minnesota Vikings here.
Okay, what pick are we at?
We're at 193.
Okay, let me see. They took Bo Mix. Hey, I got a B plus on that Bo Nix pick. Look at that. All right, what's the top guy available here? Let's just look at the top like 3. What
Josh
we got?
Proctor.
You know what's funny is I like that defense, but that still is a position I'd like for them. Heck, let's just do it. Proctor.
Going with Proctor. I think
Yeah.
that's a good pick. I think he's the perfect guy to sit behind Smith and mentor from, and then, in a year or two, take over for him, be a
Seth's
very
still
solid
here.
corner or safety.
Packers.
All right. I'll put the Packers. You want Jawar Jordan, another running back?
You know what? Sure, let's do it.
He's a good one.
I'm
He's
actually going to do
pretty
it. I've actually heard of him, and I like him. Let's do it. I'm serious. Let's do it.
He was pretty much.
I
All
used to
right.
really like when they had the 3-headed monster at running back when they had Jamal Williams. So it was a strategy. I know it sounds silly, but it is a strategy that I had for them because I do think if there's one position on offense, I like our O line. They need depth, and I know I've ignored that, but I do think getting some depth at running back now is important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it seems silly, but you don't know if one of those running backs is going to pan out. So I take some flyers.
The Lions need some help at offensive line. Jared Penning, I'm gonna go with him. Pretty sure, was it not his brother that went last year, the big guy out of Northern Iowa that went first round?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
believe it was, yeah. So
I think
I'll take
so.
him.
Yeah.
NFL runs in the family. He's
Yes, it
obviously
does.
got some good genes. Hopefully they can, develop him. Don't really know a whole lot about him other than his brother went first round last year. We'll go with Penning there. All right,
right.
Med, you're up with the Bears here.
Give me Grayson Murphy.
Good pick. Steal to get him at
Grayson Murphy.
at 214. Yeah,
Murphy.
Yeah, I'm going to need
that's
the
a
list
steal.
at the end, but it's okay. Wait, am I back up with the Packers?
Yes.
man.
Is there another running? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You still
What
got
about
3
Cedric?
picks. You don't have to pick one now.
What about Cedric Johnson? What do y'all think of him?
I
Or
think he's
Phillips?
a good solid edge rusher. I think he would be good for depth. You know, a guy that
What
I
about
feel like
Phillips or
he's one of
Simpson?
those. I feel like he's one of those guys that is more of like a rotational piece, not a guy that you want getting 80% of your snaps, but a guy that you'd feel comfortable with rotating in at edge.
Okay,
Right.
another question. What do you think of those two corners?
Simpson, I
Um,
actually do know about. Every now and then he would get burnt, but in fact, I want to say he was one that was covering Bond during the prayer in
that's
Jordan
what I was
Hare.
about to say. Pretty sure he was guarding him on the 4th and 31.
Yeah.
What I know about Phillips is he got. I mean, at least Simpson got burned by some solid receivers.
Yes.
I know
Right.
about Andrew Phillips. He got torched a little bit in the bowl game against some pretty pathetic Clemson receivers.
I'm gonna go Johnson.
Gil Johnson, good pick.
Yeah.
All right, and
You don't like our ringing endorsements?
At this point, unless I've seen them in a game, I don't. At this level of depth, yeah, I've actually done some scouting. I know some of the first round players.
Oh,
If
you're
the
coming up.
Packers get to Gene at 25, I'm going to be very happy.
all right, so
So the
you're
guy
back
that I
up
was looking at
again.
just got picked. Sam Hartman.
Yep,
I'm back up.
Yeah.
yep, you're back up again.
Okay, what pick is this?
One or
2.
242.
What is it?
242.
Oh, we in the 7th. All right. Interior lineman. I'll go Keegan, Michigan.
Good pick. He balled out
Mhm.
for him this year. All right, now I'm up with the Lions, and this will be my last pick with Detroit. And I want to go Mayan Williams here because he's a good
Mhm.
running back. But with the lifespan of running backs and with them taking Gibbs last year, Montgomery's probably still got 2 or 3 years in him. I don't want to. I don't want to draft Mayan Williams to the Lions, and then I mean they'd have to re-sign him before he even got to play.
Who'd
So
you
I'll
get for
go.
Penny? Scroll down for me. Oh no, Penny's your last one. I think I'm good. I think I might have gotten the list actually.
I'll go Michael Barrett here, linebacker
Ooh.
from Michigan.
Ooh, another Michigan player. Look at that. Go Michigan.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was hoping Barrett would slide.
Yeah, yeah, he's a good one.
What do I want? What do I
Frank
want?
Gore Jr. Just do it because the name.
I could get
Legit.
Frank Gore Jr., but
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's just kind of cool.
Well, he's a running back, and I can understand why you got excited. Let me check out. Believe
This
it
is
or
a
not,
bad draft for running backs too. I bet
let me
somebody
check out tight
fans,
end.
but yeah, it's
Let me
not the
check out.
best draft for running backs.
Let me check out tight end.
Tight
See what they
end.
got. Yep.
Alright.
Give me Trey Knox.
Good pick. I was about to say I love Trey Knox. Well, I'm a Clemson fan, so I hate Trey Knox. But if I was an NFL GM, since we're pretending here, I would love him.
Yeah.
I'll decline those trades.
I know you want one of these top 3 running backs on the board, don't
You
you?
know I'm taking another one. I'm just kidding. Dude, I
Frank
mean,
Gore
the
Jr.
fact that
right
Frank
there.
Gore Jr. is available is hilarious. Now, what pick are we at?
250.
250. All right.
This will be your last
Let's
pick.
go.
So
Tell me
I
about
think
that
I got
Washington
one.
linebacker. Any good stuff on him? Oh, a
solid
kicker.
tackler.
They
So
need a
that's what I
kicker.
was about to say. That's what I was about to say. I'd go with
Let's do
Reichard.
it. Let's do it.
That is your NCAA points leader all time
I
that you just
I
drafted.
think that may have been the best pick you made for the Packers, other than DeJean and Kitchens.
Dude,
It was
ouch,
getting a
man.
kicker at
You
the
didn't
end.
like wait, you
No, no, no,
telling me
no,
that you
no,
didn't
no,
like
no, no,
my
no.
Brooks or Allen picks?
Oh no, I
What?
like him. I'm saying I think Reichard is a great pick there.
Yeah.
No,
What do you say about the
I
other
like a bunch of the
picks?
picks. Oh, I like him. I like him. I just think Reichard
No,
was a
you're
huge
good, man.
pick
I
there at the
I
end.
honestly I was just picking the way I would pick for the Packers because I'm worried about Aaron Jones. He's been injury prone, so I almost want 2 running backs
For
for this
sure.
year because I'm done with Dylan. There was positions I ignored that I'm going to scout more. They really need some help. on the defensive line. They need help at linebacker and safety. And if they're going to go to a 4-3, they need to get another corner, which I should have done. But I've heard so much about Braylon Allen, I had to do it. So
Oh yeah, he's great.
it was tough. I didn't want to go running back, but he was just there. I had to do it.
Yeah, yeah. All
I
right,
got
well
beat for it.
that wraps up our NFC North mock draft. We appreciate all you guys tuning in to another episode of the Podcast Boys Network. It's my first one with you guys. Well, I mean technically second, first one since I've officially joined. I
Awesome.
enjoyed it a lot. I look forward to a lot more with you guys.
We do too.
Appreciate it. So
Have
yeah,
fun, guys.
make sure you guys go check us out on all of the platforms, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey,